It is your blueprint. It is how you fit into the world. It's your why, it's your purpose, it's every single thing about you. And it's how you fit into the grand scheme of things.
I've experienced it myself. I think I can realize the challenges that so many people are having at the moment. I've had a number of challenges, ended up in medicated depression that a lot of people are experiencing at the moment. And I've come out the other side. We need to bring that in here, into this phenomenal world, so that it can be expressed, so that 5% goes up to 20%. Can you imagine what the world would be like if we were able to touch that inner awareness, touch that essence, touch the essence of the interconnectivity between us, the whole collective and the universal, and have that best expression in this phenomenal world. So many of us, I'm sure all of us in the room, are coming from a really good space. We really want to help other people. We want everybody to be happy. We want love to be everybody. We want all to be supported. But the reality is, all you can do is do for yourself. And then it will have a ripple effect. They will be able to identify how I integrate it into my life and how it can be integrated into theirs maybe. But I believe that it'll spark their own awakening. And that will take them wherever they're supposed to be taken to.
We are conditioned by our parents, our teachers, our friends. Then it moves on to our employees and employers and everyone we meet. And what happens is that we become conditioned into the personality that is us. But a lot of the time it's inherited beliefs. It's somebody else's beliefs. It's your teachers, your parents, your friends. So we inherit other people's beliefs and they become who we are. They're called sub-personalities. And then we have experiences. And our experiences, then we look at them and we interpret them. And then sometimes they work for us. But sometimes we've got to revisit them because they have conditioned us into the person that we are. Don't worry about trying to save the planet. Don't worry about trying to save everybody else. Don't worry about trying to save those people in your family because, let's face it, so many of the ones that are closest to us in our family are the ones that, we bounce off because they've been brought up a certain way like us, they've been conditioned a certain way, and if you go any way off that, it's a threat to them. It has to be totally within you. And that's what's happening at the moment. So what you have to do is find that level of awareness that is your true authentic self and hold on to that and just express that. You don't have to change anybody. There's an underlying energy that runs through all of us, through everything in the world, that is waiting to unfold. The key to all of it though is that it is this universal energy or whatever that essence is that is trying to come out, is trying to be expressed through our individual authentic selves. If we stay in the mode that you're talking about, the intellect is just going to keep throwing up the stuff from our past to give us the life that we've had in the past, which is what we don't want. Because if we did, we wouldn't be here. So it's to get beyond the intellect, so that it's not our intellect coming in and giving us habitual thought patterns and predetermined images of where we want to get to. It's allowing us to stay connected to the open awareness, the awareness of the self that is beyond all that conditioning, beyond the intellect, and expect the unexpected by basically only staying true to the theme that is within you. So what it is that you feel like you need to express. And then recognize the opportunities that pop up synchronistically that allow you to express that, in the knowledge that it may very well be a different path to what you expect. So key to all of this is finding out who you really are, who your authentic self is, and then expressing that in every role that you play. If you stay aligned with that area, everything else gets eroded. You don't have to do any of that conscious stuff or that subconscious stuff. This goes right through it and it wipes everything else. This is the area where you have déjà vu, synchronicity, coincidences. It's when you make the best decisions, and you don't know why, but it's because you're aligned with yourself, you're aligned with your business was aligned with you, and you're aligned with the external environment and everybody else around you. So you couldn't lose. There is turmoil in the world. It's happening because we're going through an evolution. It's happening because we're being forced to evolve, to change, to embrace this new change. And so it's not such a bad thing. The turmoil that we see in the world is indicative of the fact that we're coming through, we're coming out of this. So for me personally, having gone through that, I just feel I have to share my story with other people, how I came through it and how all of this information and truth is so important. And it really means that we have to take this in and understand it so that we can actually come through it ourselves. And that's why it's so important.
I've been to many seminars and many personal development over the years, and I cried like a baby this morning because I got a huge insight. I got a huge insight into my belief system, that I knew there was something blocking me from wanting to achieve something, and Ronan was doing a meditation this morning, and the tears were literally flowing down my cheeks and I couldn't even control it. So I knew I got a massive release of emotion and realisation of what was been blocking me my whole life. And for me, I'm just so excited for the future, because now I know that that's freed up. I just can't wait to get started on the rest of my life. If you're really soul searching and you really want to find who you are and why you are here, and find your true purpose and just get a guidance or be facilitated to find yourself, just come along. Ronan has such a way of speaking. He's so calm. He's just this lovely way about him of expressing himself. He's extremely educated. His information is unbelievable. I've been to many, many seminars and I've got a huge amount of information in just one day. I was blown away by it. So that's it. So just don't think, just come.
Biggest insight was that I'm not alone on this journey. We're all very like-minded in what we came here for and what we were coming here to, I suppose, to gain from the workshop. And my biggest insight was that the awakening that I'm on is truly purposeful, and I gained a lot from the insights I've got today on that journey. Come, most definitely. It's a different world. It's a different way of thinking. It's definitely a shift from the way we've all been living, which we know isn't working right now. And everybody's looking for something, and they're looking for something that's, I suppose, structured and that means something. And that's what Ronan delivers really well in his workshops. It's very structured, it's really easy to understand, and we can incorporate it very easily into our everyday lives.
Well, it was just such an awakening while we have all this stuff inside us, but we need somebody like Ronan Rooney to bring it all out, and I think that's what Ronan did today. He awakened a lot of stuff that was lying dormant and we hadn't used, or I hadn't used for a long, long time, and brought it to the fore today, and I'm ready to go out there now and start using it again, or start putting it to good use. Well, somebody that would see this course advertised, I would say to them, don't even give it a second thought. Just book it and come along, because the awakening that you will have, and it'll just open up a whole new channel for you, and I can tell you it's one of the best courses I've been to in a long, long time. So don't hesitate, just book it and get there.